As I've been reporting, the state is seeking to terminate US Magnesium's leases to operate here on the Great Salt Lake. But plans to do that have been sidelined by the company's bankruptcy. Meanwhile, an environmental group is still concerned the public is at risk. Most of US Magnesium's operations in a remote part of the Great Salt Lake have been idle for some time, but the state has concerns about this waste pond leaking into the lake. It's why they took the company to court. After settlement talks broke down, Utah's Division of Forestry, Fire, and State Lands took steps to terminate US Magnesium's leases to operate on the lake. Now, US Magnesium has filed for bankruptcy. It derailed a hearing Friday over the company's future. The Division of Forestry, Fire, and State Lands says it will seek to reschedule the hearing, and it's working with its legal counsel to ensure the state's interests in the bankruptcy proceedings are represented and protected. In this court filing obtained by Fox 13 News, US Magnesium's president also suggests it's being targeted by the state, acting under public pressure to address the lake's declining levels by curtailing their water rights.
The public does have a part in this.
Linda Freitas of the environmental group Friends of Great Salt Lake has been keeping an eye on US Magnesium.
There are huge environmental impacts to be cleaned up, and among them we know from the legacy pond of contaminants.
DeFreitas says the public should be worried, not just about any toxic chemicals in a pond, but below the surface and even downwind to surrounding communities.
The relativity of living along the Wasatch Front and having impacts from that operation have always been there.
Environmentalists have been very critical of US Magnesium. One study claims they're responsible for as much as 25% of northern Utah's air pollution. US Magnesium's denied it. A spokesperson for the company did not reply to an email seeking comment on the state's efforts to terminate leases and the bankruptcy filing. But in his court declaration, the company's president says without a lease, they can't conduct business or justify lithium extraction plans.
I wouldn't be surprised if they came back, given the fact that there is this footprint of a facility.
US Magnesium will be back in court for a hearing before a federal bankruptcy judge in Delaware next month. At the Great Salt Lake, Ben Winslow, Fox 13 News, Utah.